Hi everyone, Nick here with another Alien Covenant video. So this one I wanted to discuss something that was on the Advent viral video with David that I've talked about in several videos now. First one I went over the Queen revelation. The other video I talked about the real reason why David actually killed Shaw in the film. Now this video we're going to be talking about the mystery behind the black goo as explained by David himself. So as you guys may or may not know, this whole video is basically David talking directly to the Weyland-Yutani Corporation back on Earth as he set up a direct line to them, and he's sort of discussing a lot of key questions that were from Prometheus and now Covenant. So in regards to the black goo, he says, quote, "There was so much potential on this world, wasted by gods that feared their own might. They convinced themselves that sacrifice cleansed them of their sin, but in the end, they were like me, creators. This primordial ooze ripe with advanced nanoparticles operating off an algorithm based on evolutionary computing. It is essentially a form of radical AI, making the substance unbelievably chaotic. It generates a unique reaction to every genome it encounters, reshaping life, virtually limitless in its potential and application. With Shaw, the substance had a unique reaction to the human genome. I was able to unlock new properties and tweak the organism's aggression and instinct for survival. It took years, but I finally found my wolf." Which is of course in regards to his creation of the xenomorph. So very interesting stuff here. I took away the most from this was actually him referring to it as a form of AI, because I don't think that's anything that people had really considered at this point. I mean, really, when you saw the black goo, the pathogen, whatever you want to call it, the accelerant as it was called in Prometheus, it was almost organic in nature. It felt like something that was created, but it felt also biological and organic and like something that was actually living, like a living matter that would just infect a host and take over and reshape life and DNA. So interesting that he actually says it's a primordial ooze that's ripe with nanoparticles that operates on a specific algorithm based on evolution. And obviously, like, he refers to it as having a very unique reaction to every genome it encounters, because throughout David's lab in the film we can see that he's had very mixed results over the years with his different experiments operating on the local wildlife and creatures and insects that are on Planet 4, the engineer world in Alien Covenant. So what do you guys think about this? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you satisfied with this answer that the black goo is actually a form of AI that sort of just takes on different characteristics of its host while also reshaping matter very differently each time? Hopefully we'll learn more about this in future films if there are any, because it is probably the biggest question out of the prequel films apart from who are the engineers and the origin of the xenomorph itself. When Ridley Scott introduced the idea of the black goo in Prometheus, I think a lot of people had questions about what its role is in the franchise, what its role is in the origins of the xenomorph itself, as we know that it did have a factor in creating or recreating the xenomorph that we saw in Covenant as part of David's experimentation and creations, and it likely has a part to play in future installments, and hopefully we get to see that come to fruition. So like I said, drop your thoughts down below. As always, thank you guys again for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on Alien Covenant and the Alien and Predator universe, subscribe to Hybrid Network.